What's up? How about this SITIVIEN here? I'll be honest, I don't even know which one it is. It's just over here in the pile, man, and I'm trying to get some of these checked in. But if I bought it, I'm sure there's a reason I bought it. But what does that say? It's a ST147 folding knife for camping and hiking, hunting. It says it's jade, which makes me happy because I'm kind of on a purple kick, man. You send me a jade knife, it ain't gonna be jade long. Just because I've got my system down, man. I know how to do it. But anyways, we're gonna get in this one and check this thing in so we can check it out. I don't even know what it is. I mean, I kind of like it when that happens. It's like, well, what is it? I don't know. I know it's a SITIVIEN, which means I'm pretty sure it's a budget knife, but I don't know. They've had a couple of higher end knives recently. Okay. I know what this is. This, yeah, man. Okay. It's a little smaller than I thought it was. Ooh, nice tension on that pocket clip. What's up? All right, let me get rid of this. So I know, now I know what this is, man. I forgot I bought this. So I did a video a while back where I repped out, what was that knife? A Sencut. A Sencut kind of had the same feel to it, sort of. And so I posted the video and said, hey, is this a nightshade killer or an alternative? And I don't know. I kind of decided like it was two different worlds. So then I saw this one and I said, I don't know. That looks like a nightshade. So let's check it in. Let's get this out of here. Oh, no detent whatsoever. I mean, yeah. So, oh, okay, that was better. Yeah, that's hideous right there. That is not good. But I'm kind of stunned. I was actually able to thumb flick that out of there. This knife is, even though the nightshade is kind of a smaller knife, this knife is smaller. That action's getting better already. But this is a budget SITIVIEN. I can tell you just the feel in the hand, the action. I wonder if that's on bearings. I already said what it is, but let me look at this blade, see if it says. It's a SITIVIEN. It's a ST147, and it's in 14C28N. Well, okay. I mean, it's not hideous right here, but it is no nightshade. As far as the actual shape and all, I think it's pretty darn close. Now, you know, my nightshade has been purplified. You see the similarities here? Like, I wasn't reaching too far, you know what I mean? But the ergonomics on this one, the handle, the pocket clip, how it completely disappears up in there. Like, this is legit big time, like an 8 or a 9 out of 10 in the ergonomic department. And this, so far, it's quite a bit smaller and it's compact. I can still get 4 fingers on it, and man, am I jammed up in there. But this is not that. It's not that. And the action is leaving something to be desired here. But anyways, yeah, so much for the nightshade competition or whatever. We're just going to treat this as a standalone. Let's see what's up. Yeah. Got a T8 on the pivot. I'm pretty sure the rest of that's T6. Not a lot of tension there. Anodized collar. Yeah, these are all T6s. Yeah, okay. I don't know if that scale needed to come off, but I'm going to pull it. It felt like the knife kind of loosened up when I did it, so we'll see. Look at this big hardware. Big screws. Okay, should come apart, huh? Well, it won't because it's got internal screws. I mean, good for them. I mean, it's one thing. I don't find a serious lacking of quality on these knives anymore. Like, they're not high-end knives. These scales are, you know, stamped or whatever. I mean, I'm not trying to say that these got high-end components, but they don't have, you know, it's not a gas station knife. Let me say it like that. It's not a gas station knife. I mean, have I bought gas station knives? Well, of course I have, man. I'm a knife collector. What knife collector hasn't gone, you know, I'm going to buy that. Let me get one of those. I mean, at least once, right? At least once you got to go, let me try that John Wayne knife from the case right there. I will say most of my gas station knives have been autos that I bought, I believe, in Arkansas, because in Arkansas you can buy an automatic knife in the gas station. So it's like, oh, let me try one of those, and then inevitably I think I just give them away. I give them away as gifts. It's like, hey, that's pretty cool. Yeah, here, it's yours. Novelties, you know, that kind of thing. But this isn't on that level. This is definitely a step up. The materials on here are nice. The fit and finish is nice. I mean, what do we got going here? It's got little polished inserts right there. Can't say that I've ever seen that. Like a mashed washer right there. What's going on with that? I wonder if I could just run this knife without thatness right there. I mean, I was just saying that it's not, you know, it's not hokey pretty much, and then I find a hokey. Huh. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I paid for this, but better not have been a lot. And I'm going to look before the end of the video. This better be in the $20 range. How about that? And again, I'm pretty sure I didn't buy this to go, oh, it's my next pocket knife. Pretty sure I bought it because it looks so similar to the Nightshade. And I had just run that video with that sink cut, and it's like, oh, look at that one. I'm gonna let me check that out, because that legitimately looks like a Nightshade. And I know, man, right now there's Nightshade lovers just hating me, man, because y'all Nightshade people, you're passionate about that Nightshade, man. When I ran that last video, I remember there was a couple that was like, come on, man, that is no Nightshade. Yeah, like I hinged on it being offensive, even suggesting such blasphemous concepts. All this looks the same. It's got to be this, right? A little short one. Can't be the big long ones. Nice G10 though. It's got a good feel to it. Nice texture. Yeah, I'm not gonna hate on it. It's pretty nice stuff. I don't think this is captured. Nope. But I don't know that it needs to be either. Not on this little bitty knife. Let's get a little oil on that. The big question is, am I going to put those back in there? I mean, that can't make for a smooth action. It just cannot. Makes me wonder if it will need those as spacers. I'm going to try it without it. I mean, that's janky enough that I'm gonna try to put this knife together without that and see if I can get it to run without a bunch of slop in it. You know, like that's the issue, right? Will it? I mean, it's gonna run, but will it run without a bunch of slop? Can I get it to tighten up? Because that, I don't know. I've never seen anything like that. Goofy. I mean, that's what I get for like trying to pump up this SITIVIEN and going, yeah, I mean, better materials and, you know, blah, blah, blah. I think I'm going to tighten this detent too since I got this scale. I might as well try to get this thing to run. There we go. I'm not scared. I put a bunch on it. I mean a bunch. Now I can put these 2 screws in. Sorry about that. Had a little distraction there. But this is clearly not the right screw. Dork. That don't make no sense. It's these little tiny ones right here. Okay. Boy, I really stiffened the detent on this thing. I mean, I put it on there. We'll see what's up. I'm curious to see what's going to happen without these funky whatevers. There we go. All right, scale. I'm missing a stop pin. Sure enough. There it goes. I think I can go straight through it though to the other scale. Right there. I'm concerned that it's those washers created space a lot. They're super thin, but there's something telling me that I'm not going to be able to get this to line up properly now. Man, I hope not. Because those just can't be creating good action. They just cannot. Yeah, man, there's a lot of slop there. Yeah. Unfortunately, they may have put those in there because it wasn't milled right. Ooh. And those spacers, these take up the slack. I mean, I say that, and yet we're centered, and it appears to be coming together. Super solid. I mean, let me finish putting together. Kind of jumped the gun. Looks like I might be okay here. The pocket clip had plenty of tension on it, so I'm not gonna mess with it at all. Okay, last screw. Yeah, these screws are definitely changing the dynamic of the knife. They're pulling everything together. Okay. I think I'm too tight on that detent or that pivot. I mean, I still fail it. But that detent is so tight right now. Wow. I think it's too much. Yeah, it's too much. It's just, I can't even get the knife to, it's just janky now. The lock bar is so hard to access, but I was able to put it all together without those things. All right, well, I'm gonna fix that. Okay, lots of finagling going on here, but I finally got it, and yeah, I didn't need this janky, hokey pokey, whatever this stuff is. So I did change that detent 2 more times, and my videos are already marathons, man, so I didn't want to share all that with you. I spared you that nightmare. But so here's where I got this action. Let's go through it. So it runs pretty good. I definitely can fail it. Yep. But I can thumb flick it. And I think I can spidey flick it. And it doesn't take much to shake it down. So I think this is about as good as it's going to get for me. And it's solid. So that's about as tuned as I think I'm going to get it. It's as tuned as I'm going to get it. Now somebody else maybe will come along and tune the heck out of it, but I can tell you that when I move on to the ergonomics, this is basically a confident grip. I mean, it's a good grip, but my 4th finger is coming off the edge right here. It's trying to push me off, so I don't like that, but it's still confident grip. Good jimping. It bites. I mean, it's nice finger guard to tuck my finger in behind. So honestly, it's a comfortable grip. And I will say that this is a very similar angle and ergonomics with blade and handle as, that other thing, that Knight thing. It's very similar in the feel. Now, obviously, the recurve, the I know the name of that, but I can't think of it. It's a little different than that belly on that Vosteed, but and the pocket clip is definitely predominant here. Like you can see it in my hand. It's leaving an impression for sure. Speaking of that clip though, let's run it. I think it's going to do just fine. It's got plenty of recess to get over the thick stuff. And then, whoop, nice deep carry. Barely see the tip of the knife. Excellent grip. It's just as good here on the jean size material. And then my favorite spot back here in that back pocket. Yeah, it just disappears in there. Nice reveal with the clip. What about safety? So, yeah, there's no touching that blade through there. The tip is hidden behind the little back spacer. So, I mean, the clip's good, the tip's good. There's no contact back here. Wonder if it's sharp. I mean, pretty much so. Yeah, it's just an odd shaped blade, but yeah, oh yeah, it's wicked sticky. Yeah, for sure that's sharp. Okay. Um, well, let's button it up. Price and availability. Okay, so I'll put a link below, but yeah, I bought this off of Amazon and it was on sale for like $23. Yep, that's currently the price of it. Um, and so at $23, would I buy this knife again? I don't think so. This is I've handled a couple of extremely low end knives recently. One of them was what was that knife? I can't think of what it was. But the other one is this knife. It just, I mean, ultimately it feels solid. The blade is tight. There's no play. The lock's working fine. It's locked up at about 50%. It's lowered scallop, so I have access. And now that I've got that detent set right, I mean it runs pretty good. The pocket clip's kind of hot in my hand there. I mean, for a $23 knife, I guess it's okay. Especially if you had smaller hands. If you had smaller hands where you handled a medium to a small knife, I mean, you may really like the thing. I'll put the link down below. It's readily available. Next day delivery from Amazon. It's an odd duck. It's not really me, but I don't know. I shouldn't hate on it because somebody may be watching and go, man, that's me all day long. It's definitely less than half price of that other knife, and it's similar. It's got this recurve thing going on. But anyways, there it is. I appreciate you watching.